Okay, in today's quick topic, I want to talk about no fap and semen retention and when it comes to muscle gain. And the truth of the matter is, this is my honest opinion. You may disagree with it, you may not like the truth, but honest to God, I really do believe that I think most people in this sphere of influence gotta understand this point. I have been working out practically half my life. I have seen people with better bodies work out probably the same time as me. I've even seen bodybuilders who did everything they in their power to gain muscle. And I understand that you may think like, okay, like if I engage in no fap or semen retention, it's gonna cause me to just be motivated and go to the gym every day. Okay, look, I understand the detrimental benefits of porn. Don't get it twisted. I understand porn is not a great thing. Understand like it has a psychological effect on me. I understand that. I went through that process too. But you're gonna really sit there and tell me that if you're a full grown man or if you're in a young adult, let's just say young adult, if you're a young adult, if you're gonna sit there and tell me that because you watch porn, that is the reason you're not motivated to go to the gym or like lift weights, eat healthy, and get your fat ass up and actually be healthy, if you're gonna tell me porn is the reason for that, then your problems are beyond just porn. Because the truth of the matter is, I think porn has a lot of psychological effects on the brain. Don't get me wrong, I understand the psychological effects. But when it comes to the physical effects, you're not convincing me that porn is the benefactor in all those things. I have practically watched porn my whole life. Granted, and that has not stopped me from one gym session. It has not stopped me from talking to girls. Shit, it hasn't even stopped me from pursuing my goals. Because at the end of the day, I really want everyone to understand. I really want young men, especially, understand this. I really want you to understand that I really do think that like when you watch porn and like semen retention and no fap, I think you really have to look at it from a physiological standpoint where it's like, okay, if this was a girl next to me and I just fornicated in her, with her, in her, or next to her, or whatever the case may be, is that gonna stop me from my goals also? And I even understood at a young age. I really sat there and thought to myself, like, if you truly want to go to the gym every day and you truly want to pursue your goals and you truly want to make YouTube videos or become a streamer or do something significant in your life, your problems are beyond just porn. Your problems are literally beyond just goddamn porn. So I really want to make this video because I don't think no fap and semen retention has any goddamn thing to do with the results you get in the gym, the motivation you need to go to the gym every day, eating healthy, getting your ass off your feet, getting in the steps. And I don't think porn has anything to do with that. Now, granted, if you want to throw the argument of like, oh yeah, porn kind of psychologically messes with your like how you see your partner or how you view women, that's a different conversation. That is a completely different conversation. But like I said before, I go to the gym every day. I gain muscle. I lose weight. And guess what? Every other few days, I watch porn. And there's even studies that show like, oh yeah, when you watch porn, after 3, 4 days, your testosterone increases. But then after like a week, the graph just levels off. It just levels off. Now trust me. After like a month or two of not doing it, because I even done experiments on this too. Even after like a month or two of like not like releasing the seed, you're gonna be highly motivated to do a lot of different things. Trust me, I know. You're gonna be highly motivated to do a lot of different things, but trust me, your problems are your problems are beyond just the idea of my life will get fixed if I just stop watching porn. Now, granted, if you're the kind of guy who sits at home all goddamn day watching porn, beating his goddamn meat, maybe you do got a problem. Maybe you do gotta stop. If you let it consume your whole life, where it's like you miss events, you stop talking to girls, you do all these things in order to satisfy that urge of watching porn, maybe you do need to stop. Maybe porn is the problem. But for the average guy like me, where it's like you just watch it, go about your day. Shit, sometimes you just be in the bathroom bored, go on Instagram, watch it, go about your day, handle business. Of course, it's not gonna be a problem. But I really do feel that this whole no fap community gotta stop at this. Oh yeah, but After I stopped watching porn, it just fixed my whole. No, the problem was you had an addiction. You had an addiction that overconsumed your life. And because you gave up that addiction, it helped in other areas of your life. It's like how you beat any other addiction. At one point, I had a vaping addiction. At some other point, I had like a drinking addiction. But the truth of the matter is, I just understood that I had to give up those addictions to make room for more better habits. And I feel like even the young generation don't even understand this. And I feel like older people they feed you this they feed you this analogy of like, oh yeah, like if you just give up this one thing, you're gonna get girls, you're gonna attract girls, you're gonna make $1 million, your whole life is gonna be fixed overnight. But in retrospect, what they're not telling you is just build better habits. Just build better habits where, yes, you can limit how much you watch porn, how much you masturbate, go to the gym, focus on getting a career, saving your money, not going out, start spending money on OnlyFans, putting that money towards a business, or matter of fact, just spending that money and invested it like in a better computer, a better light, and just focus on the matter at hand. They're not going to tell you that. What they're going to tell you is buy my $2,000 course or buy my $20 app where it's going to tell you, like, stop watching porn. And the truth of the matter is, they're feeding off of your insecurities. I hate to say, I don't want to be the guy to say it, but they're feeding off of your insecurities. And that's completely fine because to some degree, somebody got to make money off of this. Somebody do. So I really want to help make this video because if you're truly dedicated to being a man, you're gonna understand that your problems are beyond porn. Your problems are genuinely beyond. If anything, I feel like I'm pro porn. I'm pro. If you don't got a crazy addiction, I feel like I'm pro porn because when I was not really watching it as much and I was probably doing it like probably not at all, like it was like non-existent to me. I was making some really bad decisions with women, terrible decisions. So the truth of the matter is, I want y'all to understand that your problems are beyond just porn. It is beyond just no fap and semen retention. And I really don't want y'all to start making this your identity because you feel like your life just got better because of it. Now, granted, it may have helped you with feeding the addiction of porn, but honestly, like I said, if you build better habits even while watching porn, there's no reasons why it should overconsume your life. Cause like I told you before, you have to want certain things more than you want to feed your addiction, believe it or not. The reason why most people mess up their lives is because they have an addiction that they have to feed more than they have to feed their goals and their ambition. And I really want to leave y'all with that because the truth of the matter is it just comes down to those simple things. Build better habits, get rid of the addictions that do not serve you, and understand that your problems are beyond just porn. It really is. Now, granted, like I said before, I'm pro porn because I make some terrible goddamn decisions when I stop watching it. I spend money on women. I just make some crazy decisions. So the truth of the matter is, if you're the kind of person right now who's like on semen retention or no fap, just watch porn, bro. You just do it. It's gonna make no difference. If your life haven't changed after a month or two, it's gonna be no difference. Because at the end of the day, like you still gotta go to the gym. You still gotta focus on that business. You still gotta be disciplined. But by all means, if it helps you be disciplined, that's cool with me. So let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna holler at y'all in the comments.